And in this faith and how you followed that.
Yeah, then when I was studying this, I asked questions and nobody explained me thoroughly.
Okay.
Nobody helped me to know who is this Prajapati. So at that time I was 19 years old, I think.
Okay.
In that young blood, I thought there is no religion.
Okay.
No God. People are cheating people, making use of gods and goddesses and making some festivals to make money. And they are earning something, the priest people, they are earning money out, showing some religion. And to become a religionist is nothing but to deceive ourselves.
Okay.
So I became an atheist.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And for 3 years I was an atheist. But one day, one atheist leader was preaching. As soon as he came near the microphone, it started to rain. It was in an open area.
Okay.
So this man holding the microphone in his hand said, "Oh God, why it should rain now?" So the man who proclaimed there is no God,
No God.
without his knowledge, he said, "Oh God, why it should rain now?" So I said, "There must be God. There must be one God."
Yes.
Then I asked the leader, "Why do you proclaim that there is no God?"
Okay.
And he said, "There is God. That's why I am saying there is no God." And I couldn't understand him. Then if you believe that there is a God, why don't you accept it? And he said, "If I say there is God, the Jews say it is Jehovah. The Christians say it is Jesus Christ.
Okay.
The Muslims say it is Allah.
Okay.
And the Hindus in India say they have 3,033,000 gods and goddesses.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So why we should make a fight with each other? Let us say there is no God, no
Okay.
religion."
All right. Okay.
So that was his conclusion.
philosophy about that. Yes. Okay.
Then I was stranded, and finally my parents wanted me to get married. And my uncle preferred that I should marry to a Christian girl so that I can become good. He thought that a Christian woman, if she becomes my wife, I may become good.
You'll be good. Okay.
I don't know what idea or philosophy he had about that. But even after marriage, I never behaved good. I was not a good husband to my wife. Children were born. I was not a good father to the children. I started drinking, playing cards, gambling, horse racing, smoking. Every bad habits came into me.
Okay.
And gradually I wanted more money for my luxurious life.
Sure.
So I started to cheat people. I'll borrow 1,000 rupees from one person and 2,000 from another person. And with that 2,000, I will return this 1,000 to this man. And borrow 5,000 from another man, return 2,000 this man. So I was manipulating,
I see, okay.
proving that I am very honest man.
All right.
So finally there was a great debt of more than 100,000 rupees, which I could not pay it back, and people started to ask me. The more I drank and smoked, some kind of disease I had. Finally I found it tuberculosis. And I was so thin and bony, the doctors gave me no hope. On those days there was no good medicine for tuberculosis in India. So all these things made me to worry, and I was depressed, defeated, dejected, and finally I wanted to commit suicide. One day when I was traveling in the electric train in Madras city, I was so sad and worried, and I thought, why not I jump out of the train, dash to the ground and die. That's finished for me.
Okay.
The moment I came to the edge of the door, I heard somebody speaking somewhere which fell into my ears through the loudspeaker, saying, "He that conceal his sin shall never prosper."
All right.
Which struck me like anything. It went deep into my heart. I thought, why I should hear such a voice at the time of when I wanted to commit suicide.
Okay.
Why it not happen yesterday or tomorrow? Why at this time? So I thought that must be something. I had never heard this in my old religion.
I see.
I never heard this from any other saint teaching this to me. So I wanted to know what is the solution for my sin. So I got on at the next railway station. I walked near the railroads and finally came to the place where somebody was preaching about Jesus Christ. It was a Christian gospel meeting conducted in an open ground. I never wanted to go near, because I was told that Christianity is a Western religion, and Jesus Christ is a white man's God.
All right.
That even today people think like that.
Yeah, I know.
And also people say that only the low caste people will be Christians,
Christian, okay.
and the downtrodden and the poor, they will become Christians just to live.
Okay.
So being born in a high caste, and I thought, why should I go near them?
I see. Okay.
But at the same time, I wanted to hear what he says.
Okay.
So I stood under the shadow of a tree so that nobody can notice me. And this person who was standing in a platform talking about sin.
Okay.
I know what is sin, because even in the mantras, it says, Pāpapal naragadimastu. The wages of sin is hell.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But in the Bible, it says only death.
Death.
But the Sanskrit mantra says directly to hell.
To hell. Okay.
So I know what is sin. Rogu, sogu, dukku, balavan, bandhu, vyashanasya, atma, aparada, virshanam, falani, yadani, dehinam. So the fruit of the tree, the man is considered as a tree.
Yeah.
And what is the fruit of sin? Rog,
Okay.
sog, duk,
Yeah.
bandhan.
All right.
All these things are the fruit of this sinful tree.
Okay.
So when he was explaining, I thought, oh, this is all I know. I know about sin.
Yeah,
But
okay.
how to escape from the bondage of sin? How
Yeah, that
to be
was the
redeemed?
question,
How
yes.
to be saved from the sin?
All right.
Because in the Viveka Chudamani and other slokas says, na tapa, na snana, na yogena, na dhyana, na shastresu, na vidya. See, neither by austerity or neither by performing yoga or by studying the mantras and scriptures, neither by intellectual knowledge, neither by giving alms to the poor, this will not save from the bondage of sin.
All right.
It's only the grace of God. So I thought that if these things cannot save me, who is the savior?
Right.
There must be a person. So even in the Hindu mantras, they say this Nirguna or Parabrahma has to take a form so that we can see him. So the Parabrahma has to appear in flesh, Saguna Brahma.
Oh, that's written
So,
in...
yeah, in Brahma Vandu Upanishad, it say Vakyo Vai Brahma. That means the word
became
was
flesh.
God.
Oh, I see.
Sabdakshara Parabrahma, the same word became in flesh.
I see,
So the
okay.
Parabrahma became Sagana Brahma,
All right.
who was in the beginning the word or the mantra or the pranava or the Om.
Okay.
Whoever came to this word in a human form. And Rigveda says he will be born to a Kumari.
Okay.
And Kumari Garbha Sambhava, he will born to a Kumari.
To a virgin. Okay.
So these are all things which made me confused on those days. Who is this God? Who is this God? When I was in 9th standard and 10th standard, I studied, I took Sanskrit as an optional study, through which I was able to understand some meaning of these mantras, what I have been telling. So curiosity was more in me. I could not get the proper answer, so that's how I became an atheist and committed suicide. But now this man was talking about sin. All of a sudden he said, even if you are in the bondage of sin, there is a way to escape. I got alert. What this man is going to tell now. And he said, there is Jesus. I thought, oh, he's a white man's God. He's a Western religion. How can you say that a Western religious God can remove my sin? And then he explained about Jesus, how he was born sinless through a virgin.
All right.
And how he lived without sin. How he became the sacrifice according to the prophecies in the Old Testament.
Okay.
And how he was crowned with the bush of thorns.
Okay.
He was beaten by whip. And he was nailed to the post, and blood was oozing from head to bottom. And he never opened his mouth.
Okay.
And he laid his life. People could not kill God. He gave his life.
Gave his life. Okay.
And then his bones were not broken, and he came to life again, and he redeemed the sinners by his precious blood. When he was explaining that, I thought, is this man preaching
about
the Prajapati of the Rig Veda
Right.
or the Western God of the Bible? So finally, when he gave an altar call, who wants the Jesus Christ? I ran like a madman. And somebody took me to a private room, and they talked to me about Bible, which I do not know. I was replying, I asked so many questions from the Upanishads and Vedas, which they do not know.
Okay.
So they do not understand the scriptures, and I do not understand their Bible.
Okay.
This is what is going on even today.
Yes.
Even today, people do not know their literature.